I am feeling incredible. August is National Wellness Month, and baby, I have been getting back to it, getting on my grind with all the things that I know that make me look, feel, and smell well, okay? And it's been amazing. And so I'm going to be sharing some of those things with everyone today, and I am challenging you to try some. Get you some because you will never be the same again. Yes, God. Hi, honey. My husband just joined. So we're going to talk about awareness a little bit today. We are also going to talk about how we can utilize our awareness, and I'm going to give everybody a specific technique to try, okay? So I sent out an email talking about manifesting womb wellness for ourselves, okay? Of course, because it's Womb Wellness Wednesday. And I want to help everyone to really be able to start manifesting what they want for themselves, whether it's good news from the doctor, whether it's the doctor coming in the room and saying, we don't know what's happened, the fibroids are gone. Let me back up for 1 second. My name is Megan. I am the CEO and founder of Yes God Wellness and Yes God University. And I am super passionate about womb health and the mind, body, and spirit connection, and making sure that we are healthy, healed, and whole all together. Okay, give me 1 second because I need to move over this thing so it's not in the background. Okay, baby. I love that I have, first of all, I am so grateful that I have a little curtain in my office so that I can just close it and have my own little space right here. Babe, please. I'm doing Womb Wellness Wednesdays.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody. This is my husband.
Bye, y'all.
Jonathan. Bye, honey.
We're gonna check on car.
Okay, baby. Thank you. All right. So, okay, financial freedom. Free from toxic relationships. Okay. Yes. All right. So we're going to get into all of that today. We are going to talk about how we can utilize our self-awareness to start to become the person that we want to be. All right. And when I talk about becoming the person that we want to be, I'm talking about the person who is in situations they want to be in. The person who is in financial situations they want to be in. The person is in relationships they want to be in. The person who is has their ideal body, whatever the case may be, okay? And I want to preface this by saying, don't ignore the buffering period, okay? Of course, we're not just going to snap our fingers and have it happen tomorrow, all right? Not saying that that can't happen, because that very well can happen with certain things, but for myself, for example, I am working on my body and my ideal physique. That's not going to happen overnight. Now, am I going to see some changes overnight? Absolutely. Is it going to be from where I am right now to the end of where I want to be? Maybe not necessarily overnight, but it's not going to take that long either, okay? So I want us to understand that our awareness is so powerful. And we've been posting about awareness, and I think most people have an awareness of the external world, okay? Most people are super hyper-focused on being aware of everything that's going on around them, okay? We're aware of the BBLs, okay? We're aware of who's going where on Instagram, and such went here for vacation, and such has a new man, and such has a new car. And that we are very aware of everything that is been brought into our consciousness to distract us from us, okay? We spend hours and hours scrolling social media. We spend time comparing ourselves to $20,000 worth of surgery. We think about how we haven't achieved what we think we should have at this age yet, okay? So we have all of these awareness of all of these things that make us feel like crap, okay? And the reason why is because they are things that are outside of you, okay? The true power in awareness is about internal awareness. Okay, so number one, first step, we got to start shifting what we're paying attention to. All right, we are giving too much, and when I say pay attention, it's the word is pay for a very important reason, because you are literally paying for that. All right, you're going broke paying other people with your attention. If you truly understood how powerful your attention was, you would not pay attention to anyone else until you paid yourself the attention that would then turn into the manifestations that you want. Yes, God. Hey, everybody. Hi. Thank you for joining us for Womb Wellness Wednesdays. All right. So the first step is taking that attention, taking it away from the external circumstances, okay? Take it away from the current toxic relationship you're in. Take it away from your current bank account balance. Take it away from the bills that are coming in the mail saying that you owe such and such. Take it away from the arrears. Take it away from that, okay? And, people say, oh, Megan, well, that's easier to say than do. No, it's not. It's not. All you have to do is make a decision. You know what? Today is the day that I am deciding that I am going to shift my attention. This may be my current circumstance, but I trust that God can do anything. And I trust and believe that my circumstance can change rapidly. All right. And so the other thing that we have to do is we have to come to terms with ourselves about faith. Okay, because we cannot sit here and say that we have faith and we believe in God and then still be stressed out and worried. Okay, it's one or the other. You can't, you just can't have both. Okay, so you need to decide, because if you're sitting stressed out and worried and concerned about everything that you see around you, you are being a hypocrite. You don't have faith in God. You are being a non-believer. Okay, so let's first get in check and in touch with ourselves so we can actually acknowledge and change the things that we need to change about ourselves, okay? We cannot be on the fence. We cannot be in the middle. We have to make a decision. Either you trust God or you don't. It's straight like that. It's very cut and dry. You trust God or you don't. Okay, if I trust God, that means that no matter what I see around me, no matter what my current circumstances are, I am going to continue to be disciplined and intentional about shifting my awareness, because I understand, because Megan from Yes God Wellness told me today that my awareness is powerful and my awareness creates my reality. Okay, so anybody who's listening to this video now, or has listened to this video, or will listen to this video in the future, you can't pretend you don't know. You cannot claim ignorance anymore. Okay, because I am telling you right now that your awareness, your attention, where you're paying it, where you're giving it, okay, is giving you returns. You are getting a return on your investment. Okay, you are an investor. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly making investments. All right, you're constantly making investments with where you are giving your energy, your mental focus, your awareness, and your attention. Okay, so what I want to do now is break down some of the ways that we can start to invest in the right things, because we want to get a return on our money, right? We want to 10x our money. We want to 10x our energy. We don't want to give it away to Instagram for 2 hours a day, and now that's time that we can't get back. All right, so we want to make sure that we are utilizing our time and our focus on things that matter. All right, and the thing that matters the most is ourselves. All right, that is not selfish. That is actually selfless. That is actually helping the world. That is actually helping your children, helping your family, helping your friends, helping your community. You know why? Because if you're the best version of yourself and you are happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise, guess what you're going to do? You're going to give to other people. You're going to have things to give to other people. You're going to have positive energy to give to other people. You're going to have finances to give to other people. You're going to have finances to employ people. All right? So you are the best investment that you can make, okay? So turn off the reality TV, turn off the sad love songs, keeping you in your victimhood about why you can't have better and how your heart has been broken and all this other nonsense, okay? Take an inventory of what you're giving your focus and your attention to, and stop giving it to shit that doesn't make any sense. Okay? That is giving you a return to give you back exactly what you don't want. All right? What do you just suggest for staying consistent with your goals? What I suggest for staying consistent with your goals is making a decision and being consistent about writing them down. Making them measurable, making them attainable every day. Okay, so I'm going to run through some of the things that you can do to start to implement this. All right, so the first step, again, take your awareness away from everything else. The second step is, and when I say everything else, I'm not talking about just social media. I'm talking about if you're watching shows on TV that, you know, are giving off energy of, you know, whatever it is that you don't want. Imagine whatever you're consuming for television or content or YouTube channels or Instagram. Imagine that you are switching places with those characters. Okay? Because energetically and the way that awareness and energy works, that is exactly what you're doing. Okay, and I'm going to really get into this in a minute. I'm about to drop this gem and let y'all know why this is so important and why this makes so much sense. All right, if you watching, you know, people on, I don't even know what's on reality TV. Honestly, I didn't even have TVs in my house until my husband and I got married. He likes TV. That's his thing. I'm not really into it. Okay. I may watch a comedy. I may watch something inspirational. You know, I'll watch a movie with him here and there, but I am very mindful to really go through and cleanse and rejuvenate my subconscious mind before I go to bed at night. I'm very, very serious about that, and I have boundaries about that. And in the morning, I refuse to pick up my phone first thing in the morning. I refuse to put my energy and my awareness on what everybody else wants from me. Whether it's an email, whether it's a text, whether it's a DM, the first things first is me. Because if I can't fortify myself, I cannot be of value to anyone else. And I am so happy and grateful that I provide positive impact to millions of people each and every year. Yes, God. And you should also be coming up with affirmations on the top of your head that you can spit out like that. All right? So, after we know that, okay, we have to take the attention and awareness and put it on ourselves. Okay, how do we do that? All right, so this is what you can do. Two times of the day that are most important. Okay, as soon as you wake up and right before you go to bed. Okay, so let's start from where we are today. It's the middle of the day today on Wednesday, right? It's Womb Wellness Wednesdays. Yes, God, August 4th. What we're going to do tonight, matter of fact, before we get to the nighttime, what we're going to do is we are going to take out a piece of paper and a pen. All right, that's what we're going to do right now. And we're going to do it. I want y'all to do it right now. I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen. I don't want you to sit here in this rut of constantly taking in all this information, but never actually doing it, okay? So we're going to do it right now. I'm going to get a paper, I'm going to get a pen, and I'm going to do it with you. How about that? Yes, God. Okay. So I'm going to take an example that someone just shared in the chat. If you have whatever your example is, you can share it here too. Wow, I'm really like high key giving y'all like high price coaching right now for free. Yes, God. All right. So someone just put in the chat, you know, how do I get out of toxic situations, toxic relationships? How do I financial issues? Okay. So I'm going to right now, I'm going to think about whatever it is that I'm trying to have, right? So we know that, okay, so I want to be a person who has financial abundance. I want to be a person who's in a healthy relationship. Okay. So we can gauge, this is what the goal is by knowing what we don't want. Okay. So I want everyone right now to consider, what is it that you want right now? What is your immediate goal? Okay. Are you trying to get in a better financial situation? Are you trying to be in better relationships? Whatever it is, if you want to share it here in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all some free game right now and help you with your imaginal scene. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to create in our imagination a scene that would imply that that has already happened. Okay, shout out to Neville Goddard, because what I'm talking about is really strongly influenced by his work. And shout out to Muhammad, who was his mentor that nobody talks about a lot, but he actually got all this from an Ethiopian man. Yes, God. All right, so let's do financial situation, okay? So let's think about that. Let's think about if I right now had financial abundance, okay? What type of scenarios would I be experiencing? Okay, someone says small business success. Okay, I'm going to consider that financial abundance as well. Okay, actually, you know what? No, let me separate those out. Small business success. I'm telling y'all, if you want this game, I highly suggest you put your specific thing in here right now because I'm going to speak to it. Okay, normally I charge a lot of money to do this. All right, I charge about $300 an hour to do this. So, yes, God. All right, so for financial success, let's think about that. Okay, so if I wanted financial success, what type of scenario would I be experiencing? Okay, maybe that means I'm on a vacation somewhere. Maybe that means I'm donating to a charity. Okay, maybe that means I am closing my laptop and saying, I'm so grateful that I'm done with work for the day. I'm so grateful that, I can, maybe it means being in the store, being in the Gucci store shopping and not looking at the price tag. Okay. Whatever it means for you. I'm going to share my secret about how I do this. Okay. How I do it is, for me, it's more about the conversations I would be having. Okay, it's more about, okay, if I was financially successful, I would be on the phone with my homegirl, okay, and, she may be telling me about a certain situation or, there's this thing going on and they're looking for donations. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Like, okay, that sounds like something I can get behind. Can you give me the information so that I can make a donation? All right, so actually construct a literal conversation that you would be having with someone if your wish was already fulfilled. Okay, I would be doing $100 Wednesdays where I would leave money to help people. Yes, God, I love that. Okay, I'm traveling. I'm supporting low-income postpartum mothers with their healing. I'm getting mental health support. Okay. Not right now, boo-boo. We in the middle of Womb Wellness Wednesdays. I can't answer that call. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take these two examples. Okay. So I would be doing $100 Wednesdays where I would leave money to help people. Okay. So what I want you to do, first of all, write that down. Okay, that's the first and foremost thing that we need to start to do to engage our imagination is to write. Okay, nobody gets this little nugget here. Everyone's like, oh, you should journal. Oh, you should write. Writing is so powerful. The reason why writing is so powerful is because it forces your imagination to activate. Okay, you don't necessarily need to write to activate your imagination, but writing has no choice but to activate your imagination. Okay, you picking up what I'm putting down? Yes, God. All right. So if I am saying, okay, I'm giving $100 every Wednesday. Okay, picture yourself literally. Close your eyes. After you write it down, picture yourself. Where are you giving? Who are you giving this $100 to? Are you outside? Are you inside? Do you say something to the person? Do they say something back to you? I want you to literally script a scene. You are going to turn into a movie director right now, okay? You're going to start to become a producer of this 15 to 30 second scene of you actually being the person that you desire to be, all right? I want to feel safe in my community, embracing my belief that people don't agree upon. Okay, so that's a start. But I want you to move over into what is an actual scene where that is implied. Okay, so we got to dig a little bit here. This is not necessarily going to just fall out of our lap. We have to, you know what we have to do? We have to shift mentally into the consciousness of this person. Okay, because it's very easy to say what we want, but it's not as easy to think about, okay, well, I have it, now what? Okay, now that I'm this person, now what? So what does that mean? What type of situation would you be in where you are feeling safe in your community, embracing your belief that most people don't agree in? Are you in front of a crowd of people speaking about it and they're clapping and cheering you on? Okay, that's something that I would imagine would be a scene that would imply that I am safe in a community embracing my belief that most people don't agree on. I would see myself within a community speaking openly about it and receiving positive feedback. Okay, so we got to do a little bit of work here. We have to really imagine what scene would this be. Okay, this is crucial. All right, let's see. I would leave it in envelopes and people find it. It would be anonymous. Okay. I need confidence and feel fearless. Okay. So again, it's a great start to identify how we want to feel. That's actually very necessary. Okay. We need to know that. That is really, really important to understand that. The next step is actually coming up with a literal, so you know how you are sitting there and you're like, oh, I remember back in the day when I used to run up to the ice cream truck and I used to hear it. That's not the tune, but stay with me here for a minute, okay? Stay with me. When you're having a memory about something, when you are recalling something, a good event in your past, a good memory, don't you engage your five senses? I remember hearing that song. I remember running with my little friends down the street and hurrying up and feeling that anxiety like, mommy, I need a couple dollars for the ice cream truck before they pass. Okay, so you see how when you have a memory about something, you remember all those little details about it. Okay? You recall all the little details that made it special for you, that made it real for you. Okay? This is what we need to do about our goals. Okay? We need to actually come up with a 15 to 30 second scene. All right? As if it is a memory. Okay? I remember that day that me and my homeboy, we went around town and we were able to take 10 envelopes of $100. We took one to the corner of North Street in Portland. We took another one over there to Main Street. We took another one over there and we just handed it to the dude that was sitting in front of the bus stop. We took another one. Okay, so actually create these visual senses, okay, about these situations. So basically be as detailed as possible and feel it as if it's yours already. Feel it from the position of being that person already, okay? I've already done this. I've already dropped off the envelopes. I already feel safe in my community, and I'm talking about things that people typically don't agree with. I'm already in a healthy relationship. I'm already wealthy. These are the things that I do now that I am that. Okay? The power of I am that I am. Don't get me really preaching, y'all, because I'll pull the Bible out, okay? In my imagination, I'd be standing in front of the people who hurt me because of it, telling them confidently that this is my belief. Okay. And so you want to make sure that it's something that also feels good. So you're telling people who hurt you, and so what is their response? Are they having good responses? Okay. Are they apologizing? That would probably be the best case scenario for me. If I'm telling somebody who hurt me, you need to say sorry. You need to apologize. You need to realize that you were dead ass wrong. Okay. So really construct that. Okay. Construct a scene. All right. I want us to really all put our director hats on. Okay. Because next step that I'm going to talk about is becoming the actor in the scene that we've created. All right, so small business being successful, what does that mean? Okay, to me, that means making a big old check out to Uncle Sam. Because that's what it looks like, y'all. Okay, let's talk about the reality of successful businesses. Okay, let's talk about the reality of hiring employees. Let's talk about the reality of purchasing business liability insurance. All right, let's think about things that the person who is in this position is thinking about, is dealing with. What type of things are they going through? What type of scenes are they experiencing in their day-to-day lives? All right? So the thing is once we can do that, and this might not happen right now, this may take a while, okay? But what we want to do is really give time to think about, okay, I'm already here. I'm already that person. What is she doing? What conversations is she having? For me, my thing is conversations, okay? It's very easy for me to imagine a conversation with someone, whether it's on the phone or in person. It's easy for me to imagine walking into the room, somebody being like, "Girl, what kind of magic pill you taking? You look amazing. Didn't you just have a baby? Girl, your body looks so good. Like, you need to tell me all about what you're doing. Please let me know." Okay, and then me laughing, "Oh my God, thank you so much, girl." So first things first, I am so happy and grateful that my baby goes to bed consistently every night at 8 o'clock, and she wakes up and she sleeps all the way till 6:30 in the morning. Praise God, because now I have time to do the self-care practices that I need to do to be able to get myself to where I need to be. Okay, so do you see how I just integrated a whole bunch of manifestations in that? Do you see how I just created a scene that implied many different things? Okay? It's implying that I'm getting enough rest. It's implying that my baby is sleeping through the night. It is implying that I lookthebomb.com. It is implying that, okay, that I'm feeling good and being complimented and being able to share, my success and my secrets, okay? It's implying all these things. I don't have to come out and say it. But I have carefully constructed a scene from the person who is in that position. All right? Baby Justice is not sleeping from 8 o'clock to 6:30 in the morning yet. Okay? My physique is not exactly where I want it to be yet. But let me tell you what happened. After I'm going to tell you this technique that I'm about to share with y'all about what we do. Now that we got this scene. Okay, Megan, that's great. I got the scene. Now what? All right. So I'm going to tell you the truth. After I did what I'm about to share with y'all, literally, I talked to my homegirl this morning on FaceTime. She was like, "Girl, you look amazing. Like, seriously, what are you doing?" Now, haters going to call that a coincidence. This is the problem with us. We are so wrapped up trying to be intellectuals, trying to be rational, trying to be logical, trying to figure everything damn out. Like, we don't have to figure it out. All we have to do is be the creators of what it is that we want. All we have to do is give attention and focus to the things that we want. We don't need to be overly consumed and concerned with how. That is what trusting God is for. That is what getting in touch with your internal sense of awareness for, so that you can hear your intuition. Because guess what? God speaks to you. God speaks to you all the time. But you're so busy paying attention to how such and such and her body looks so great because she just got back from Colombia getting her butt done, that you can't hear God telling you, "Hey, you might want to go to the grocery store right now because your Mr. Right, I think he's in the checkout line." Stop focusing on everything else but yourself. Start taking time to pour into yourself. Stop being distracted by your phone. Stop being distracted by other people's lives. Start to focus on yourself. Get still. Deep breathe. Steam your coochie. Okay? Get yourself in order. Connect with you. Because guess where God lives at? God lives right in here. So if I'm focused on everybody else and what everybody else doing, I can't hear God. Because I'm too busy worrying about what everybody else doing. Okay? So now we're going to step over now into the actual technique that we can use to start to bring this imaginal scene to life and to reality. Okay? When you lay down in bed at night, I want you to close your eyes, lay there, and imagine that scene on a loop. Play it over and over and over again. Okay? You lay in there. Oh, I remember when we dropped those envelopes off at this place and then that place. And then it was so hot, and then we went to go get some water, and then we decided to go ahead and get us some lunch, girl, because I love them fish tacos they got. And then we decided to go ahead and go upon the other side of town and drop some more envelopes off. Repeat. I remember when we went to go drop those envelopes off, and we went to this place and that place. And then it was so hot, I was thirsty. I wanted to go get me some water. Girl, I needed me some cold water. And then I was like, oh, I'm hungry. Let's get some lunch. And then I remember they had those fish tacos up the street. And so we went and got those fish tacos, and then we went all the way to the other side of town and started dropping those envelopes off. I remember the other day when we were dropping those envelopes off, and it got so hot, and I was so thirsty. I wanted some water. Okay, so you see how I'm over and over and I want you to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so discipline. Okay, not on the phone again. Okay. This is what is required, okay? But again, we need to stop paying attention to what Tom, Dick, and Harry doing, and who done broke up with who, and who is fucking who now, and who is you just want to be on camera and get some clout.
It was looking kind of shabby up there.
Big I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You know, I saw it when I went on. So.
Look at this.
I didn't want you to look.
Look at this. Yes, God. Look, y'all see my. So my honey always does keep fresh flowers for me. Thank you, God. You know why? Because before I met that nigga, I was keeping flowers for myself. I was buying flowers for myself. I don't need nobody to buy me flowers. You know why? Because I'm worth flowers. I don't have to wait for anybody else to come through and treat me better than I'm going to treat myself. As a matter of fact, no one is going to treat me better than I treat myself. Yes, God. They smell so good, y'all. Thank you, baby. Yeah, that would be really helpful, please. You know, change them out for me and everything. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, they just okay. Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. Careful, because those things are like the dead ones are falling. That's okay. I get it. Yes, God. For divine perfect timing. Please tell him I say thank you for loving you and treating you like the goddess that you are. Honey, Yes God family says thank you for loving me and treating me like the goddess that I am.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. But here's the tea. I had to do it first. I wasn't going to attract anybody like that until I treated myself well. I wasn't going to attract anybody like that until I started saying no to fuck boys. Okay? I wasn't going to attract anybody like that until I was willing to have my back against the wall and say, I don't give a damn what I got to do, but I refuse to be in a toxic situation. And so I am going to do, and I trust God to provide for me. Because we have to remember, God is the source of our supply. Nobody else. God will use people, use businesses, use customers, use employers, use whatever it is to bring us abundance. But we can never get it twisted and think that it's coming from anybody else but God. And I love the fact that my husband is in tune with God and he listens to his divine intuition. Yes, God. I'm visualizing my wonderful partner. Yes, God. And visualize it. Visualize a date. 15 to 30 seconds. Don't overdo it. 15 to 30 seconds. Where y'all at? What y'all talking about? What does it feel like? Is it warm? Is it cold? What does it smell? What does he smell like? What does his cologne smell like? I want you to over and over again. 15 to 30 second loops. Oh, I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I'm looking slimmer already. Let me find out. It's like really happening overnight. For real though. Yes, God. This stuff works. Okay? And we're doing it all the time. We're just not conscious of it. We're not aware of it. We're falling asleep after we've just exhausted ourselves scrolling on Instagram, looking at everybody else, secretly feeling jealous about what everybody else has because they're posting their best fake lives. And then we're feeling low about ourselves. And our subconscious is saying, oh, you want to feel low about yourself? Okay. Oh, you want to feel jealous? Okay. Oh, you like to feel unworthy? Okay. Stop waiting on someone else to come and change your life for you. Stop waiting on someone else to come and sweep you away from a toxic relationship. Get the fuck out of it. Have some guts, have some courage, and say enough is enough. I don't give a damn if I gotta go to shelter with my kids. I will refuse to allow myself to be treated like this anymore. This is a powerful place to be in. When you allow yourself to be stripped of the things that are not serving you anymore, God will come through and show out. But you have to believe, you have to have faith, and you have to have courage. Okay, we're shooting archery, we laugh, enjoy each other's company, and we have excellent chemistry. Yes, God. Imagine that on repeat. I've been told that I'm getting older and I need to find a partner, but I don't seem to find the right partner. I keep telling myself God's timing, not mine, but it's getting overwhelming. So first, remember, go back to the first step. Stop paying attention to what other people are saying to you. I just saw a post on Facebook a couple days ago. She met and married her partner at 40 years old, had a baby at 48, and now she's a model at 50. Don't let other people impose their timelines on you. Don't let your own preconceived thoughts, programs, impress their expectations on you. All you got to do is focus on God and focus on the scenes that you want to be your reality. I promise you that's all you got to do. Well, it's not all you got to do. You got to take your attention away from nonsense. You got to stop playing the victim. You got to start treating yourself well. You need to start being grateful. You need to wake up in the morning and write down things that you're grateful for instead of woe is me. I can't feel this way because I have... Let me tell you something. I had 4 children, okay, by 3 people. A lot of people are walking around feeling like they ain't shit because they may be in a similar situation, a similar circumstance. Okay? They may feel like, oh, I'm never going to have, nobody's ever going to want that. Nobody's ever going to, thank you. You know, whatever. And for the love of God, please stop listening to Kevin Samuels or whatever that dude's name is. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he got some good points. We do need to get ourselves together, okay? Women, we do need to start caring about our appearance more. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I agree with that bonnet. Don't be going out in public like that. Not if you're talking about you trying to find a man. You're trying to find a partner. I digress. All right? Treat yourself well. Date yourself. Become your own partner. All right? I have a course on that. Self-Love 101. All about how to manifest love in a relationship. Okay? All about how to turn that focus on yourself and stop looking for a partner to come through and validate you. Because let me tell you something. If you don't feel worthy and don't feel happy without a partner is not going to make you feel that way. Relationships are work. Relationships are not just, and my husband and I, we have a beautiful love story. Beautiful. It's work. It's not always peaches and cream, okay? So stop idolizing partnership. Because if you can't be happy on your own, you are not going to be happy with a partner. All right? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No, but seriously, thank you so much for coming to Womb Wellness Wednesdays. I highly recommend steaming, and I'm going to tell you why. Because steaming is a practice that you can incorporate everything I just talked about, all right? Steaming is not for scrolling on your phone either, okay? Steaming is for being with yourself, putting that awareness and attention in yourself, contemplating those scenes. Thank you, God, for the doctor coming in and saying, I don't know what happened. I don't know what you've been doing, but we don't even see any fibroids anymore. I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know what changes you've made, but your endometriosis is gone. I don't know what you've done. I know we said you had unexplained infertility, but guess what? You're pregnant. Okay? Imagine that scene of, Mom, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I'm so... Okay? And this sounds like lunacy talk. This sounds crazy to people. And you know what? That's how you know it's true. If you gotta check your, if you doing and thinking and believing and talking like everybody else, baby, you on the wrong track. Yes, steaming has saved my life. Yes, God. Mine too. Steaming was a huge catalyst for me to get real, stop playing the victim, take accountability, stop looking around and saying all these niggas ain't shit, and start looking at myself and saying, well, why you fucking with them now? Blink, blink, blink. To quote the infamous, wonderful King Ashley Ann, which I was so happy to see, baby girl popped up with her man, honey. I was like, yes, God. Yes, God, to that. I have all the resources I need to open my first steaming spa location. Yes, you do. Yes, God, you do. And what you're going to do is you're going to imagine that client coming in. You're going to imagine, okay, whatever scene that you have from a date in business at your spa location, you're going to imagine it. And you're going to keep, and you're going to persist in that imagination. And you're not going to pay attention to what's currently happening because there's a buffering period. God needs time to work, okay? It's sometimes it happens overnight, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I manifested some brand new fresh smelling flowers in the course of this live. Y'all seen it. I didn't say it. I didn't ask my husband for that. Now I thought it when I came by here. I was like, ooh, these flowers getting old. But I didn't have to say it. Because you know why? Because I am God. I have God within me. I am divine. Whatever I think and say creates. Okay? Whatever we think, whatever we say creates. So many people are thinking and saying complaints, judgments, unforgiveness, gripes, and grudges. And they are in turn creating more of them. Stop doing that. Stop. And the way that you stop doing that is by being aware of yourself, paying attention to yourself. We talked about this in the certification program. We are getting down into it in the certification program. And this is one of the things that I talk about in the first few sessions, because if we, as STEAM coaches, we have to be able to hold this space for other people. We helping people heal. And we're not just helping people heal their wounds. We are helping people heal their lives, Ayanla. Yes, God. All right, so I've done my spiel today. I highly recommend steaming. Yes, we are. Regina, I love you so much. I'm looking forward to tonight. Right now, there's a 20% sale off of the website with code wellness. I strongly encourage you. Ooh, girl, I got to send your herbs out. Thank you for just reminding me of that, God. Send them out. And I have to schedule our thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me schedule our, I'm going to email you momentarily. Sorry, boo. I know that we mentioned that and it completely slipped. But look at me listening to God reminding me like, you know, you need to like herbs and stuff and like do your consultation. I will take Megan's STEAM certification course. Yes, God. Yes, God, and you will be healed and radically transformed through it. And every womb and life you touch will be healed and radically transformed through it. How long do the herbs last? So I would say between 6 months to a year, depending on storage. If you have been storing them in a cool, damp place, they should be good, but make sure they need to be potent to the smell. No worries. You're stuck with me regardless. Girl, we ain't going nowhere, girl. Okay? But I'm going to still follow through in that because, baby girl, mama got to have some integrity about her words, okay? But also, be sure to use code wellness for 20% off. Why? Because mama has raised her prices recently. And I don't feel any type of way about it. So what I want y'all to do is take advantage of the code so you can get a discount, all right? So anyways, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me today. I am so happy and grateful that my baby now goes to sleep at 8 o'clock every night and sleeps all the way through till 6:30 in the morning, no matter where we are, because it gives me the time to pour into myself, to get up and do my journaling, to get up and do my meditation, to get up and do my 5 Tibetans, honey. And it's all about the 80-20 rule. I can put in 80%, I can put in 20% effort and reap an 80% return. Yes, God. I will no longer put in 80% effort and reap a 20% return. Let's look up in Google Pareto's principle, or let's get into Imagination 101 for sale at yesgoduniversity.com. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy and grateful that I can positively impact millions of lives each and every year. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.